The Jaya Memorial in Chennai has been shut by AIADMK government a week after it was inaugurated by Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy. While the Tamil Nadu government has cited pending work as the reason for the closure, speculations are rife that the move is linked to Jaya's aide V.K. Shashikala ahead of her visit to Chennai on 7th of February. Shashikala's team has said that she wishes to go to the memorial of Jaya after she enters Chennai. The move is going to be seen as Shashikala's attempt to claim the legacy of Jayalalitha. The Amma and MGR memorials are hugely symbolic for the AIADMK vote base, and with Shashikala's release, it may allow her to shore up support and clean her image. Meanwhile, the rift within the AIADMK is widening over Shashikala. A day after AIADMK's KP Munuswamy has said that if an expelled leader apologizes, he or she can be taken back into the party fold. Tamil Nadu Minister Jayakumar has trashed the claim, saying that only statements of EPS and OPS are valid.
மகிழ்ச்சியான செய்தி வருகிற 7ஆம் தேதி பிப்ரவரி 7ஆம் தேதி அவர்கள் காலை அங்கே 9 மணிக்கு புறப்பட்டு நமது தமிழகத்து எல்லை வந்து அடைவார்கள்.
அதாவது ஒரு கட்சியில் தவறு செய்துவிட்டு கட்சியை விட்டு வெளியேற்றுகின்றவர்களை தன் தவற்றை உணர்ந்து மன்னிப்பு கோரி அந்த மன்னிப்பு கடிதம் கொடுத்தால் தலைமை அவர்கள் மீது நம்பிக்கை வைக்கின்ற பட்சத்தில் மீண்டும் அவர் கட்சியில் சேர்த்துக் கொள்வார்கள். இது இந்த இயக்கத்தினுடைய மரபு. அந்த மரபின் வாயிலாக வேண்டுமென்றால் டிடிவி தினகரன் நான் செய்ததெல்லாம் தவறு, மன்னித்து விடுங்கள், என்னை மீண்டும் இந்த கட்சியில் ஒரு தொண்டனாக இணைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள் என்று ஒரு வருத்தம் தெரிவித்து ஒரு கடிதத்தை கொடுத்தால் அந்த கடிதத்தின் மீது தலைமை முடிவெடுக்கும்.
If TTV apologizes, will you forgive him?
See, already we have taken stand, a clear stand, that TTV or Sasikala or their family members, without their interference, we will run the party, and entire Tamil Nadu only depend on the party people. That too from party, that is unit, no Clay Chela to headquarters secretary, not Sasikala, TTV or any other else. Okay.
Pramod Madhav is now joining us live from the Jaya Memorial right there in Chennai. Pramod, the AIADMK has cited these different reasons why they've shut off this memorial, but the fact of the matter is because Chinnamma wanted to go visit the memorial after, when she reaches there, and perhaps that is being viewed as a threat by the AIADMK.
Well, it definitely seems to be problematic because on 27th, the Chief Minister opens up the memorial, which is behind us. But on 2nd of February, just a week in time period, you could see this poster that has been kept over here. This is a poster placed by Public Works Department, and it very clearly mentions that this place has been closed for public's entry owing to pending work, incomplete work, which is currently happening. This is a memorial for which nearly 80 crore rupees has been spent by the government, and both sides, the museum and the knowledge center, apparently is not work complete so far, and that seems to be the reason that is given. We are not exactly sure why the Chief Minister was in such a hurry to open it at the first itself on 27th of January and then shut it just within a week's period. No proper explanation or adequate explanation has been given from AIADMK's side so far, and that's the reason speculations about Shashikala's re-entry 7th of February. She's coming back to Chennai as per TTV Dinakaran. All these are being speculated, and even for that, no one from AIADMK has given a proper answer yet.
All right, leave it at that. Thanks so much, Pramod, for joining us with the very latest on this. With Shashikala out of jail and assembly polls approaching in Tamil Nadu, what role is the Shashikala factor going to be playing in these elections? Here's a report coming in.
Hailed as Chinnamma or Junior Amma, V.K. Sasikala was always the power behind the throne, the operator behind the iron curtains at Veda Nilayam in Poets Garden. After Jayalalitha passed away in December 2016, the Supreme Court convicted her in the disproportionate assets case. Sasikala was painted as the villain, the evil influence over an innocent Purachi Thalaivi by her detractors. Sasikala had virtually controlled the AIADMK and had its leaders falling at her feet in a post-Jaya order. But once she was behind bars at Bengaluru Central Prison, she was stripped off her post in the party and expelled. After serving her jail term, Sasikala is out now, a free woman. The optics of her leaving the hospital were significant. She travelled in an SUV that was one of the vehicles used by the late Chief Minister. The Toyota Land Cruiser was not merely a vehicle, it was a message. To top it, the AIADMK flag on the vehicle was unmissable and deliberate. If pictures could speak, they spoke 1,000 words. In a sense, these pictures took off from February 2017, when Sasikala travelled by road from Chennai to Bengaluru to surrender at the central prison. Before she left, she had visited Jaya's final resting place at the Marina Beach. Back then, in a dramatic gesture, she had thumped 3 times on the Samadhi with her open palm. It was interpreted as taking a vow. But the visual imagery apart, is there another reason for those in charge of the AIADMK to worry about the return of Sasikala? Even before Sasikala stepped out, EPS made it clear that the AIADMK doors were shut for her.
சசிகலா வெளியே வர பட்சத்தில் அதிமுக விட இணையறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு
ஒன்றும் வாய்ப்பே கிடையாது. அவர்கள் கட்சியிலே இல்லை. சார் இந்த 7 பேர் அதிமுக கட்சியிலே கிடையாது.
But EPS, who calls his administration Amma's government, knows that sooner than later, Sasikala will stake claim to the inheritance of Jaya's political legacy. As it is clear, he is already watching over his shoulder. Which is perhaps why the Chief Minister strategically chose 27 January, the official date of Sasikala's release from prison, to throw open Jayalalitha's Samadhi at the Marina to the public. But is Sasikala likely to make her move on the Tamil Nadu political chessboard soon? She has 3 options before her. Option 1. Encourage unrest in the AIADMK in the run-up to the elections. Her nephew TTV Dinakaran, who heads the AMMK, has already made claims that she is still the General Secretary of the AIADMK. The second option is to campaign for the AMMK in the elections. But given that Dinakaran's support base has dwindled considerably, riding on the AMMK vehicle is not likely to help Sasikala rise like a phoenix from the ashes. The last option is to bide her time till the assembly elections get over in May 2021. If she plays a prominent role in the elections and does not taste success, it will be interpreted as Tamil Nadu giving her a clear thumbs down. If the AIADMK does not return to power, as opinion polls suggest, and that leads to a weakening of Palanisami's hold over the party, it will provide Sasikala the right opportunity to strike. With T.S. Sudhir, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.